later. So adults don't grow that fast, and kids grow very fast. So that's very dynamic, and nobody can really claim to know kids very well all the time. And because we work only in this space and constantly through our various businesses, we have that insight about who the 8-year-old of today is. So the idea was to basically share knowledge, and that's why Decoding Kids has come about.
15 years on, EduMedia today is a pioneer in using progressive media avenues and making the lives of children better, and that's how we define the role that we play. If you look closely at the education space and the kids space in India, you know, India is all about getting marks. We've got three kinds of companies that dominate the education space. Either you have schools and institutions, or the ones that cater to giving them grades, academic grades and tuitions for entrance exams, or products and services that are aimed at again giving marks for children. And the very, very funny thing about all of our education system is after 16 years of education, most of our kids are not employable. And that's the space we at EduMedia are striving to work in. In 2003, we met up with Horlicks. And Horlicks was looking at a platform. At that point of time, they were relaunching themselves. And they were looking at a platform which was very, very real. You know, Horlicks was something that a relative took to a sick person in hospital. That was the image of Horlicks. It was not something that was fancy, it was something that was real. And Horlicks believed in the overall development. And here was a platform that was available to them. And from the year 2003 to today, 10 years on, the Crayon and the Horlicks Association is going really, really strong. It's the sheer size and scale of this event. Every single year it reaches out to over 2 million children, and anything between 2.5 to 3 lakh children participate in this event. And the interesting thing about this particular event is the fact that Horlicks Kids is for everyone, and that's how I started off. Everyone needs to be encouraged, and every talent is important.
People look at marketing to kids very negatively, but what we wanted to communicate through the day is if it's done right and if it's done in a responsible and effective manner, it need not be negative. And what we try to achieve through the day is, you know, push the message of responsible marketing to kids. So we have a lineup. We started the day with a session with kids. So there were 8 kids on stage who were telling us who they are. So they were from different cities. They were all answering the same question. So you could see the, you know, drastic contrast between when a 6-year-old actually gets onto something like a Facebook and how a 14-year-old reacts to a particular ad.
They say that they are together, but they are alone. They are alone together is the term that is very frequently used. But you know, you see the responses today. Many of them, what sports, what games. I was very careful to ask them what games they like to play, and I did not use the word sports. And they all, I think all of them said either hockey or cricket or table tennis. And one of them, of course, said that I like to play the guitar, which is what. It was something, a moment for me where I really went back to my notes and all my preparation for today's session, saying that yes, this generation is all about. No, it's not so. That is a private world for them, but at the same time, they are all encompassing the other things that they can do.
Then we went on to a session from National Stock Exchange. So why do they look at kids? So how are kids future consumers, and how do brands look at kids from that point of view?
Today's day, we know that finance is not a subject which is they're used to. It's something, there are a lot of habits which are not inculcated at their home in terms of how do they save money, how do they, that money which is given to them, how do they utilize that saving.
Then we went on to rural marketing, which is a fabulous session by Pradeep, Kashyap, and I think one of the most insightful sessions, and how even in rural India, brands are so big.
See, if you look at rural India, as I said, it is 2 to 3 times bigger than in urban India in terms of population of kids who have the purchasing power. We don't have a single apparel brand for rural India. Similarly, for educational toys and all. We don't have any brands which are focused around kids in general and for kids in particular in rural. First, there were a lot of doubting promises within corporate India that this is not for real, is it a bubble, will it burst? But now they are finding that rural is growing faster than urban, and for many years. What they are now trying to do is to evolve products or adapt products to the rural environment. You see, otherwise the product by and large would be the same. But if I'm making washing soap and if the water is very hard in these areas, then you have to have softness.
We're doing some activation case studies because that's really big when it comes to kids.
So what we do generally through engagement activity to create attention among parents to the child's future. So we see that if the parents see the child is talented and the child is participating and the child has confidence, that opens their eyes like, I need to plan for their future. I can't really leave my child in between, if there is something needed in future. So that's why we look at properties or the events where there is an active engagement with the parents.
They are like endangered animal, they are endangered word because of SMS and text and all that. There's a beauty in knowing the language and its purity and its complete form, and then using it in whatever way and all that. And digital is a big integration this year. We have used Facebook in a very significant way because that's what the language or that's what the communication platform the kids and the youngsters use today. So that's what we have done.
Why are kids used in ads? Are they used more as a prompt? Or are they an integral part of an ad?
All of us become children when we sleep because a certain innocence falls on you, and hope revives itself the next day that tomorrow is going to be a better day. That aspect of positivity is childlike, and that is what children are all about. And we today tend to kill it very quickly because we expose them to too many subliminals.
And the final session of the day, which is going to be the most exciting, is the unforgettable property. So we have Chota Bheem, who's I think the new Spider-Man of the kids today.
We have chosen laddus because laddus are auspicious for Indian culture. Laddus are given at any good occasion. So laddus are associated with goodness. So we felt laddus would be something great. Today's kids are eating junk food. And it may be fun for them, but it's not always good. So we want to promote laddus, and so many types of laddus are there, dry foods and all. So indirectly we're promoting health, which is also very important for the future. Few generations ago, Indians didn't have the confidence to face the outside world, but I think this generation is really proud of who they are, they're proud of the roots. We're showing challenges which they can't really face in real life. So they like that and they connect with it. Now what is interesting is Bheem is a show that connects very well with boy and girl audiences. There are hardly any shows for children that do both.